All right, everybody, we're going to try this again. We're going to go back and do it the old way, the usual way, the normal way, the way everybody and their mother knows how to do it. So let's check the volumes real quick. Yeah, there we go. Volumes look good. You guys should be able to hear us now. Ahmed, sorry about that, but that's just how it goes sometimes when you're trying to work out on new technology. What up, Avery?
Hey, man, what's up?
Did you try going to the Zoom thing?
No, I didn't know anything about the Zoom thing.
Oh, I sent it to you in your email. It's all right. I had Kodiak came on and we were talking, and Ahmed jumped into the chat and said he couldn't hear us. And
I think it's a Mac thing, the way the Mac works with OBS.
No. It's an OBS. It's an OBS thing. What happened is I was listening through the headphones, and then I switched it to the device that it allows to record the computer. But because we were already recording or already in the thing, it wouldn't switch over.
Oh.
So
that happens to OBS is
yep.
particular.
I know. We'll try it again another time. But I had used OBS and recorded my desktop to make sure it would record the desktop, and it did. But it's just acting weird on me. But that's normal.
Is Kodiak here?
Yeah, he just said, "Give me a second." Oh, he just dropped. He'll be back.
Kodiak, buddy.
Hey, Ahmed, how's it going again, man? Appreciate you helping us out with this one.
Thank you.
Ahmed was the one that pointed out the fact that it wasn't working properly.
Thank you, Ahmed.
You know what? I'm not sure if I'm recording using my snowball or if I'm recording using the microphone.
Andrew loves a good snowball.
Yep. Can you guys tell my input is... Nope, the input's a snowball. Okay, never mind.
Andrew, don't say yep to that.
Yeah, I'm just going to say yep to it because I know...
No. Andrew?
I know it's a joke.
No. Do you know what a snowball is?
No, I don't know what a snowball is.
I'll explain later. I'll explain when you're old enough.
When I'm old enough?
Don't never, ever, ever say yeah to that.
Okay.
I'll explain later. We'll have a conversation.
Okay. Ahmed says he's doing good. Very good. Oh, okay.
Wait, so, have you ever seen Clerks?
Yeah, but I can't pinpoint anything I remember specifically about it.
They explain what it is in Clerks.
Oh, okay. I'll have to take your word for it.
We're gonna have to have a talk. I'll explain, and you might want to change to a different microphone after that.
Hey, Lorenzo, how's it going, man?
I can't believe they named it that.
Well, Lorenzo popped in, and then he went mute. I'm not sure where he's at right now, but all right. I'm going to work on a drawing. I'm going to draw something. Hey, Lorenzo, how's it going, man? I see your picture, and I see you're muted, so I know you're there.
Oh, there we go.
All right. Hey, man, how's it going?
Yeah, I kept wanting to show my face, and
yeah, we don't really want to see your face. It might scare the audience, so.
Yeah, that's the thing. One of these days, I'm going to have a face reveal, and you'll see that I truly am a green man who demands reparations.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah.
So we attempted to use the new system, which is, well, we're trying to do meetings through Zoom and record and broadcast live streams through OBS, and it kind of, we crashed and burned on the second try.
Oh, no.
So,
I know that you're phasing out Hangouts.
Well, I think Ethan was talking on one of his streams about how Hangouts is supposed to go away on August 1st, but he's heard rumors that it's going to stick around till like October. So
yeah. Plus, they're changing it to something else that's kind of the same thing.
Well, there's something that YouTube recommends.
I heard. So yeah. I don't know.
Well, YouTube has a new thing called webcam stream, and I clicked on it, but I haven't, attempted to do anything with it.
Yeah, but how do you have other people join you?
Right. We may give this a try another time. We may give it a try another time. Ahmed says, I've seen Clerks and the rest of the Kevin Smith movies. Looking forward to Jay and Silent Bob sequel, a.k.a. Jay and Silent Bob reboot. I'm not. Honestly,
I won't watch it.
it looks stupid.
He's.
But he has his fans, and he has people that are going to go out and they're going to love it. But
I'm fine with stupid. It's just he's bought into all the current BS. So.
well, he's definitely a Marvel and DC shill. So
yeah. He's lost me.
Yep. All right. Well, I'm going to hit the record button on my drawing. So while I draw, I will be recording it for broadcast later. But No, I can't think of any movie that's coming up soon that I want to see. I'm not sure what's going on. I haven't really been paying attention to the previews like I know. Oh, Zombieland 2 looks good. I want to see that, but I don't know if it's in the theater see or not. Mike was telling me that his theater is doing a new one of those like movie pass type things where for a certain dollar amount you can go see unlimited movies. And I was telling him that'd be great for your mother, if you get her that. And, when you go into work, like if you're working a night shift, you go in at 5, you go in a little bit early, you drop mom off, let her go see a movie, and then I'll pick her up on my way home from work, He's like, yeah, well, we'll see. But,
what's up, guys?
What up, man?
So, what?
Howdy, boy.
Good. I just put the kids to bed. Sorry to hop in a little late.
Me too. I was late too.
It's all right.
What what happened with Zoom?
It was the OBS that it wouldn't allow me. When we started the recording, it was recording through. Hey, Evan's here. How's it going? We started recording through the headphones and the microphones and so forth. And for OBS, in order to record my desktop, you have to switch it over, and it wouldn't switch over. And I think it's because we were already in the meeting or something like that. I don't know the exact reason why, but it wouldn't do it.
Oh, it's probably OBS forward.
That makes sense.
Lorenzo, what are you doing?
I'm back.
Oh, okay. Well,
That sounds awful.
it's really loud.
Golly,
Really?
I can't hear him. Son of a bitch. I'll try to hop back out and hop back in again. Yippee.
Am I too loud now?
It's one of those things where it's guys, I am so bad with words.
I'm so bad with words.
It's kind of like
Oi.
it's kind of like social media Red Rover, where the last person in doesn't get to hear anybody.
Welcome back, Todd.
There we go.
The word.
Yeah, that happens to me when people. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Now, Lorenzo, can you hear Todd?
Yes, he acknowledged Todd.
Can you hear Todd, Avery?
I can't actually hear him though.
I'm not speaking.
Okay,
I
that confused the heck out of me.
think we all can hear each other now, which is a wonderful thing.
Yeah, it is.
I love Todd's voice. It's
Can you-
so sexy.
Can you hear me now?
Kodiak's in the house. What's up, Kodiak?
Oh yeah.
I love that guy switched over to Sprint commercials.
Yeah.
Oh, did you hear? T-Mobile's buying Sprint.
Yeah.
There's now going to be 3 large networks, and they've approved it. Or I just heard it on the radio the other day, so I don't know all the details. But
It's funny enough. Trying not to
That's a
get
real
too
thing?
deep into that. Yeah. Trying not to get too deep in it. Just about
T-Mobile's
6
buying
months.
Sprint?
Oh,
Todd
oh,
can't
yeah.
hear me.
Oh yeah. Get deep in it, like 5 feet, 5 knuckles.
Todd can't hear me, can he?
What are we talking about?
Todd.
Oh, he can't. Todd can't hear Kodiak.
God damn it.
Okay, damn it.
No.
What a bitch. Google fuck.
Fuck, you're awful.
Evans-
problems with
Evans-
else.
I'm just
Evan-
hearing Avery say, like, go 5 feet into it.
Yeah.
Evan says he's all right. How are you? We're all doing really good. Ahmed says There's Hobbs and Shaw and Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark and Angel Has Fallen and It Chapter 2 and Ad Asterion and Rambo Last Blood and 21 Bridges and Joker. He just listed a whole bunch of movies, and only one on that list that I really, really, really want to see in the theaters. Actually, there's two. Hobbs and Shaw, which I think is going to be over the top, stupid and crazy and fun. And It Too, of course. The other ones, not in any rush.
I don't know what Hobbs and Shaw is. Is that like Calvin and Hobbs?
No, it's
Furious.
It's a spin-off of Fast and Furious with The Rock and Jason Statham.
Yep.
The trailers have been absolutely
Bonkers.
Hysterically insane.
It's just testosterone overload. It's just John Wick. John Wick with like superhero and hero action kind of thing.
Yeah, but it's like cars flying off of cliffs, hanging with guys hanging onto helicopters, and
Don't go in there with too many brain cells. Just.
Oh no! Matter of fact, check all your brain cells at the door and just have a really good time. That's my plan.
I don't have any to spare. Have you met me?
All right, Lorenzo, you're getting loud again. That microphone sucks.
Yeah, dude. What's up with your microphone? It's poop.
Oh, I'm on a phone. I'm on a telephone, so
Fix
I don't know
that.
what's going on. The
Fix
tide
that.
keeps popping in and out.
It's not me.
Evan says, "What's everybody up to?" Well, I'm so glad you asked, Evan, because I've got a story to share. I am so happy.
Oh, wonderful.
Our move is almost 100% done. I went and got the last of the stuff today. There's a few little things that has to be done, and I feel so relieved to have so much of
sounds
that
like
stuff.
he's being tortured.
Oh, yeah.
I am so relieved to have so much of that stuff finally getting finished. It's just wonderful.
I drank some prune juice, and I feel pretty relieved, too.
Amen to that, brother.
That's really funny.
Prune juice, is that all it took?
Hey, can Todd hear me yet?
I can
Sometimes,
hear you now.
Yeah.
sometimes that's all it takes. Have you ever drank a whole bottle of prune juice?
Absolutely not. I hate the taste of prune juice. I don't think I've ever... I haven't drank prune juice since I was a kid.
Hey, desperate times call for...
Hey,
No,
baby,
no.
you need to drink some prune juice, a whole bottle. Avery said so.
I will tell you, I had I recently...
I'm sleeping on the couch.
Man, I'm going to mute everybody so I can tell the story.
Oh, yeah, Andrew's like, I'm telling a story. Everybody shut up. Everybody listen to me.
So, a few weeks ago, maybe a week and a half ago or so, I had an itch.
Not talking.
Yeah.
I had an itch on my foot, and I thought it was a bug bite or something. So I started scratching it, and that's never a good thing.
No.
Evan says you should periodically add more people to the call, so Todd has to keep rejoining.
That's not funny.
It helped
It
that
is funny.
guys.
It's really
It's a little
funny.
bit funny.
Guys, here's the funny part. YouTube held that for review. He said, wait, let's try to figure out why. You should periodically add more people to the call, so Todd has to keep rejoining. What the hell about that statement?
No, I don't know. I don't even know.
It was held for review.
I don't even know.
Evan's trying to put in subliminal messages or something in there.
You know what? In Scrabble the other day, they were playing it, and I think they were doing like 12 monkeys. You can't write monkeys in the chat, or you couldn't at the time. It's like it's on YouTube's do not allow list. Monkeys and ape. Yeah. Now we all tried it. We all tried it, and it didn't work. But
That's
somebody else.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Somebody type monkeys or ape in the chat.
Yeah.
I want to see if that's true or not.
Yeah. They'll be able to see it on there the way it was working the other day. Oh, I can't. I don't have YouTube up. They'll be able to see it, but we shouldn't be able to see it.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah. It's the most ridiculous. That's when I told my wife, I'm like, I'm officially, I've seen it all.
The only reason to say those words is to be racist.
Yeah, Evan says, I think
Exactly.
YouTube hates me. It's been rejecting a lot of my innocuous messages. Well, maybe they do. Maybe they do.
They're screening out for alt-right dog whistle.
No, I think maybe they think you're actually Ethan. All right, so back to my story. So I started scratching my foot, and of course that's never a good thing. When I broke the skin, and it hurt like crap because every time I took a step, my shoe was rubbing against it, and it was just bad. And so it ended up flaring up and getting very, very red. But so I went out and I bought some antibiotic cream and I put it on it and Band-Aids, and I've been keeping it clean and so forth. Well, the other day, it was getting very, very bright red. It was like a whole splotch on my foot. And I actually said to my wife, "Here, honey, check this out." And she's like, "Oh my God, you need to go to the doctor." And then of course my daughter came into the room and she saw it. She's like, "Oh my God." And somebody suggested I had a flesh-eating bacteria virus or something. I was going to lose my foot. I mean, all these different things popped up. And I told my wife and I told my daughter, I says, "It's nothing bad. I swear it's nothing bad." Evan says, "I've been getting way too many friend requests lately. I'm not Ethan. Spread the word." And so the other day, I went to Walmart and I bought just like some what is the name of that spray? Athlete's foot spray, because I think it's probably just athlete's foot, right? I mean, every guy knows.
This is the conversation.
But here's the funny part: is I couldn't find the athlete spray. I found the spray for jock itch. And I'm looking at it going, is this the same thing?
Pretty close.
Yeah, well, yeah. I didn't trust it. I didn't trust myself. So I did a quick Google search, come to find out that the athlete's foot spray was on the other aisle over. So I went and I grabbed a can. And after one day of using it, my bright red splotch on my foot is now a light pink. So it's definitely getting better. But it was almost a week of burning red.
How is it that you don't have 100,000 followers?
That's what I'm saying. This is just entertainment gold.
Yeah, it's the athlete's foot fungus.
And I feel so much better now. It's slowly.
When I worked in that warehouse, and I would be soaked in sweat all day long.
Oh yeah,
all day long.
Oh yeah.
I got it in my armpit one time, and I had to use spray in my armpit.
Ooh,
it's the worst. I
couldn't use deodorant or nothing, and it literally, like, the moment I started sweating, it smelled like onion.
Yeah, guys, I had to shave off my beard because something like that was up because of the heat in the house. It was beard rash. When I shaved my beard off, I finally gave up and shaved it off. It was as red as there's nothing to point out, but it was red. It was just cherry red. It was disgusting. But that's the same stuff because it actually started in my armpits too. It's like it's sweat.
Is this specifically a guy thing, or do girls have? Because both my wife and my daughter freaked out and thought it was the grossest thing they'd ever seen. And I'm like, honey,
it's more common for men to get it because men tend to do more of the physical labor jobs where you sweat all day long.
Yeah, that's right.
And that's how you end up with it. It's just when you're sweating all day long for 8 to 12 hours a day, just sweat pouring off you to where you look like someone threw you in a swimming pool. That's, and you're constantly getting dirty, and you're dirty and filthy.
Well, I do do a lot of sweating at the flea market because it's just very, very hot out there. But so that does make a lot of sense.
To men more often, but it can happen to anybody, man or woman.
Yeah, I have a go-to for that, but it'll kill you for a little less than 15 minutes. It'll feel like 15 minutes, which is a long ass time to be in pain. Blue Star ointment will kill anything. Once it stops burning, and it burns like fire, it's the most excruciating kind of if it's stinging, it's cleaning kind of feel you'll get. I can't even use it on my kids.
I think we used to hunt that stuff in high school.
That stuff's freaking fire, man. Oh, I just say its name and I shiver.
Evan says, "Wash your feet." Yeah, I wash my feet.
When you're working a 12-hour shift in shoes, or you can't.
Take some warm water in a basin. Pour just a little bit of bleach in there and wash your feet off with that.
Ooh, bleach.
Yes.
Oh,
just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Yeah, dilute the hell out of that.
That sounds like it'd be painful.
No, it's not.
Well, I had open sores on the foot because of the scratches. So
yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm not going to put bleach on it. No.
Okay, then it would just keep using the spray for a couple of weeks.
Yeah. Oh no, it's already starting to look good, so I'm very happy with that.
And spray your shoes that you wear with it.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Oh, spray your shoes real heavy with it. You'll go through a
Yeah.
couple of cans. The generic stuff at Walmart works fine.
Yeah, that's what I bought. I mean, it's working good, so I'm not.
Yeah.
A cheaper route might be to get a dollar bottle of rubbing alcohol and just throw it through your shoe.
Well, my daughter gave me a bottle
If you're
of
on a budget.
alcohol, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to do that.
No, don't put it on your feet. Put it in your shoes.
Oh, in my shoes. Oh,
Yeah, because the alcohol will eventually evaporate, and it'll kill the germs.
How do I explain to my wife why I
Well, yeah.
leave, why I put the kids down to bed so quickly on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays?
Just tell her the truth, man.
Because we have to talk about
Yeah.
foot funguses. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Andrew thought he had a staph infection. Really, he just had skanky feet.
Okay.
Good athlete's foot.
Evan says, what happened to Lorenzo? Bleach is a bad idea. Absolutely. And then Lorenzo chimed in and said, I got company coming over soon and Hangouts is malfunctioning. We already know that. I'm in the one to
The
stop.
truth is, he left because of foot fungus.
Well, you want to hear something funny? I got called into a meeting with two of the managers today to go over some stuff. And the one manager who I've known for many, many years, who I didn't know she had 3 brothers, and they were recently visiting. And she was like, I haven't been around my brothers in a long time. And my one brother had a bad case of gas. And he kept farting everywhere. And he was just so, and I'm like, you do realize that's a guy thing. Guys are very proud. Not only are we proud when we make it loud, we're proud when we make it stink. And
My
she's like,
brother-in-law, he's like, send me the link. I'll come and hang out. Not in this chat, but in the chat, in the room. And I'll just listen to y'all's show. And I'm like, no, I'm embarrassed. It's just 3 old dudes talking about old guy stuff that no one cares about. He's like, I'm about to send him the link and be like, here, listen.
You know what I hate, guys? I hate when you fart and a little bit of...
Kill me!
For anybody out there just chiming in for the first time, please know that this is not what we talk about every episode.
It's what we talk about every day.
Back in my day, Betty Grable gave me a prostate massage.
We had said this several times that one of the things we miss the most about when back in my high school, right out of high school days, I worked at a comic book shop, and one of the things we loved to do is the guys we'd all come and hang out at the comic shop. We'd talk comics. We'd talk just whatever was going on. We would talk about and just have a really good time just hanging out and talking stuff. Now I found out later that a couple of my friends used to steal stuff right from underneath our nose, but honestly, I didn't like my manager, so it was okay with me when I found out later. But
not when you were there.
You never did it when I was there. I know, but
it wasn't me.
No, it was never you. Todd, you actually told me how you did it.
I don't know what you're talking about, Mister. I know how to
first statute of limitations.
Then statute of limitations is way gone, man. You're free. You're free to.
I was an entrepreneur.
Yeah. Did you ever try to sell the comics back?
No, I would take them to the. Avery and I would sit in the.
Don't implicate me.
Whoa!
We would sit and just grab the popcorn, in the mornings, and I would sell comics.
So Avery, about this Avery part.
Shut up. I wasn't always a nice person. I'm still not, but I used to be different.
Do you know who my wife at one point said of all my friends she thought was the nicest when it came to treating a woman properly? Do you know who that was? Ramel. Yeah.
It's like, do you know how many hoes Ramel runs through? For real, dude.
It wasn't that. It was the fact that every time he was around, whether he was around my wife or my daughter or my mother or granny or anybody, he was always extremely respectful.
Sure.
And
That's usually the type of guy that runs through the hose really a lot.
And my wife was always very impressed with that.
I gave him my mother's waterbed.
Wow.
And I think he ended up breaking it.
I'm sure he did.
Dude, he used to run through them like diarrhea.
You gotta get him on here, man.
We've had him. Well, we've invited him many previous times. But
Yeah, I know.
all right, hold on a second. Evan says, # abandon the chat, # race to keep Andrew busy. What's happened to the auction last night? And Scott says hi. And even Evan says it ended before I got a chance to click the notification. Really? We went for over an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not what she said.
You know, to be honest with you, I have never had somebody say that to me ever in my life.
I don't think many people have.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, have you ever thought about that? Like, even when it's good and it's long, how exhausting would that be once it's past 30 minutes? Like, it gets into like
30 minutes? Are you talking a marathon here?
Whoa.
what?
I was about to be like, well, when it takes more than an hour, it actually starts to really kind of hurt sometimes.
Yeah.
You're like, oh.
Okay, guys, we need to rein this in very, very quick, please. This is getting a little out of hand.
You started it.
Yeah.
Evan says,
The whole thing.
Evan says, where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? He says, hi, Scott. Start typing stuff. Keep them busy. Make them feel bad for missing the chat. Tell me about the Star Treks.
Tell me about the Star Treks.
What about the Val tracks? I mean, Star Treks? Wow. I'll try. I just realized I'm
See, Evan's trying to stump me, but he knows I am the master chat guy now. So, I mean, that is my official title. Master chat. What is it?
Yeah,
Chat reader, chat guy, you know?
Yeah,
It was.
you're the master chatter.
Yeah, that's Master Chatter.
Choppa Chatta. That's my name.
No.
Master Chate.
Yeah, you like, master chat.
I'm the master chatter.
I'm not going there.
You know,
Come on.
that reminds me of the joke from The Toy. That when the time I saw it, I did.
Oh my god.
Together.
What's that?
I said we'll all circle around and go there together.
Yeah. The kid's name was Bates, and his title was Master Bates, and Richard Pryor thought that was hilarious, and I didn't get it. And my parents, who took me to see the movie at the drive-in, did not explain it to me. So,
The Toy.
To this day, you remember.
oh, I remember it because I didn't get the joke at the time.
That movie's awesome.
My wife is over there laughing in the living room right now. So
yeah, how did the auction go?
I didn't get to impose as much control as I wanted to. But I think we had a good time. I mean, I sold something.
Way to sell an all ages book, Andrew.
How's that?
With your degeneracy, talking about master chatting.
Master.
And Andrew's iron glove is made of cotton.
We really need to make pins and make some really funny pins, and I'll be the master chatter. That would definitely be one of my pins.
Let's not. I already regret the joke. Time for it to die.
You know what's so funny is I don't consider it a joke. I consider it a badge of honor to be called the master chatter.
Oh, God. You know what? Maybe I'm not that bad of a person. Maybe.
You know how many times I've said that to my wife? I'll tell her something that I was going to do, or I'll tell her something I did do, and I was going to tell her what I was going to do. And I said, the truth is, it could have been worse. The honest truth is, we're always potentially worse than we are. So
That's deep, Andrew.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Especially guys.
Just profound.
All right, I'm getting back to the chats again. Hold on. Pound chat master, that's right. He's begging. He says, "I can't type fast enough alone." Pound Chatmaster. And Scott says, I do know a little about Star Trek, I will admit. Then Evan says, which is your favorite Star Trek? Clarify movie, TV person, series first, then movies, series series old school TOs. And Evan says, then character and or actor. Scott says, character Treeland. And then Evan says, I just found out the menagerie is not representative of TOS as a whole. And then Evan says, Menagerie was the first episode, right? And then Scott says, actor Leonard Nimoy, and he corrects himself, Leonard. So, yeah, man, I'm up to date on the chat, man.
There was an episode of Star Trek called Menage a Trois.
No.
Menagerie.
No, Kodiak, no.
Yeah, let's not go there because then we'll have to talk about our experiences with Menage a Trois.
Let's
not. No, Andrew.
Hey, me, myself, and I counts, dummy. Okay.
Oh, boy. I just don't want to process that at all. Didn't hear it. Never happened. Next.
I threw up in my mouth a little.
Scott says, who the hell is Tree Lad? And then Evan says, slow down, Andrew. And then Scott says, laugh out loud. Must have been from something I said because I'm the only one here making funny jokes.
That piece you're working on is both of you. I haven't seen Todd's yet, but Avery and Andrew.
What?
First of all, is that a tiger, Andrew?
No, this is my Jaguar character from the other night.
Yes, it's Jaguars.
I'm doing more in the I'm making him into a hero character.
Yeah.
I'm not sure exactly. I have no clue where he would fit, so I'm just playing around with him right now.
But
Wow. Okay, I want to tell you guys a story of how good I am with numbers. Okay.
Oh God, Andrew.
So.
No one tell anybody, but I'm going to give this to Manny.
Man,
that was just live.
God, that is the very first drawing he's ever done a hero, and he's going to give it away to Manny.
Yes.
I think he's going to do that just in spite of me.
But that's a bonus.
Okay, so when I went to go sign the lease for this new place, right? The lady gave me a little notepad and told me which box and which main box and because the large box and the small box is our mail. And I must have glanced at it real quick, but I've lost the little thing. And I haven't been able to find it. And I've been looking all over for it. And in the movie, of course, you lose a lot of stuff. That happens. But today I went by the mailboxes, which I haven't done since we moved in, a week ago or so. And I walked up to the first mailbox, found, stuck the key in, turned the thing, and guess what? I got the right one. Somehow I remembered the one. Somehow I remembered the numbers. The numbers, even though I only glanced at them momentarily, I remembered them. It's like
wow.
No.
What was he talking about?
You guys want me to go back to talking about my feet again?
Please not.
Let's talk about how Avery's blacks look awesome.
How Avery's blacks awesome?
Oh God, Kodiak, why do you have to tempt me?
We're sorry. We're sorry.
I can't remember what stream, but they did that to unintentionally, of course. But they did it to Antonio, and he just had a blast with it. There's something about spotting blacks, and he just went off on a.
Yeah, I can't. Antonio can get away with things I can't.
This is true.
There are double standards in our culture, and Antonio can get away with shit I can't.
It's true.
Why, Avery? Explain.
Usually he does that to me. Now he's doing it to you. That's funny.
Because.
Good night, folks.
Well, you understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That was actually well said.
Yeah.
Right.
Todd, remind me to kick you in the dick next time.
Oh, asthma attack.
Oh man.
All right, I gotta catch up on the chat real quick. Scott says yes. Favorite Star Trek movie? Search for Scott. Spock.
Search for Scott.
Evan says that's after Wrath of Khan, and Scott says yes. I should have watched TOS. Mr. Rourke was great in the Ricardo Montalban. Scott says all the movies are rewatchable, even the horrible ones like Cybok, which was the one had Christopher Lloyd. Cybok, whale movie. And D says favorite Star Trek is Deep Space Nine. Favorite character is Quark. Favorite episode is The Pale Moon's Light. And then Scott says no, the one where they break the galactic barrier. So we're all up to date on the chat again. See, these guys thought they were going to try to get me, but you know what? You can't get the master chatter. # master chatter.
Oh boy.
What's your favorite old generation Star Trek movie?
I don't like Star Trek.
My favorite was the Return. The probably was the Return Home, the one with the whales, because there's a line in it where they park and they landed in a park, and then they turn on the cloaking device. I forget who said it. I think it was Bones. It says, "Remember where we parked the car."
No, that's the worst one.
I just absolutely love that one. That was great.
Wrath of Khan is the best one.
Wrath of Khan's the best.
You know, I really do like the new movies. I like them a lot.
You know, I hadn't.
Fantastic Four steelbook case.
I didn't see Wrath of Khan until about 3 years ago.
Really?
Yep, and it still holds up for a first-time view.
That's awesome.
I watched the crap out of Wrath of Khan when I was a little kid, dude. Woo.
Do you guys realize that there was a plot point in that movie that they missed? Because remember they stuck that earwig thingamabob in Chekhov's ear?
And then never took it out.
They never went back to it. Yeah.
Are you serious? Wait until I tell my wife. That's the reason right there. That movie's the reason she has a phobia of maggots.
Really?
Yeah, she has a huge phobia. Like, she'll clean anything. Diapers, anything. But you even say the word maggot around her, and she'll... Matter of fact, I'm lucky I didn't just get punched. And she's in the other room. She hates it. All because of that scene.
Yeah.
Isn't it more like a
Oh,
school?
I know someone who's getting an X-Men drawing for Christmas.
Maggot?
There's a maggot here.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was Carlos Pacheco era.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
No, that was Joe Mad.
That was Joe Madrera.
Yeah, that was Joe Mad that designed that character.
But the samples I inked back when I was inking samples, it was Carlos Pacheco.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's all I know, because I wasn't buying X-Men back then.
Evan says, I like DS9 and Quark. I don't know episodes. Scott says, where Kirk said Spock did too much builds in the 60s, LDSs in the 60s.
LDSs, yeah.
Evan says, laugh out loud. Scott says, search for Spock with OS better. Evan says, # movie night. Scott says, OG. Scott says, this is Alpha Ceti 6. No, this is Alpha Ceti 5. And then Evan says, show your wife Ghost Ship. She'll love it. Oh, no. Oh, you know what movie had the maggots in it? The original Poltergeist. Remember that?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that was gross.
That was a good movie, though.
It was a good movie.
I once showed my wife a picture of bot flies. She wouldn't talk to me for a week.
Sure.
Is that all it takes?
Have you seen bot flies?
Yeah, it's pretty gross.
Yep.
I honestly have never found the thing that would get my wife to
Be like grossed out.
She's on the phone right now. She's not listening to this. I've never found the thing to get her to shut up for a whole week. Nope.
I think I just found something.
I do too.
Who recorded this?
No, soundbite.
No. My wife would be more like, no, that's what he wants. I'm not going to give him what he wants. You know?
Yeah.
It's like that old Jeff Foxworthy thing about, send him to his room. That's where I wanted to go, you know?
Yep.
No.
Xbox in there.
Well, it's one of the weird things about our new setup is that I'm in the dining room and the living room is right there. My wife's in the living room watching TV, so
And she can hear your filthy mouth.
she's on the phone right now, so she's not paying attention. So be quiet.
What's
I
that?
don't know why I'm telling you guys to be quiet. She can't hear you. She can hear me, but she can't hear you. But all right. Oh, so what's everybody doing this week? Anybody got any special things happening this week that we should know about?
No,
No?
I'm coloring some hero pages.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's like fun and exciting. I mean,
Ooh, okay. We have different definitions of fun and exciting.
I'd been getting so many requests for Hero that my wife was like, "Why don't you go ahead and print up some of the black and white copies?" And I said, "Honey, it would take me days to get the files ready because I've already done corrections and to some of the art and to some of the dialogue. Just if I'm going to go through all that trouble, I would do it to the color version."
Yeah, because that's where your time and energy is time, energy, and money is invested.
Yes, that is absolutely.
And the color versions, except for you finishing the pre-press and relettering some things, is done.
I know. But I'm literally almost pretty much relettering the whole thing. So
yeah, well, you got to do what you got to do to make it right. So
yeah, I know.
It's totally fine. The book's still basically done.
Yeah. The Art of Reed says, "Hello, friends." Evan says, "Hey, Reed." And Scott says his first was also someone you should recognize as Phoenix from the 70s, the tall blonde dude that tells Khan, "Let them go," and Khan and having it. And Evan says, "I like the episode, D." He says, "Is there enough, Evan, or shall I continue?" says Scott. And Evan says, "I don't think we can beat him." Scott, "That's right. Recognize the chat master." And then Evan says, "He is the # chat master. But we can try." What's the leopard's name? It's a jaguar, and his name is Brazil. This is part of the whole.
That's a little on the nose, isn't it?
Well, that's what.
That's sort of your thing, though, isn't it?
Oh yeah. I'm definitely on the nose. So. Yeah, but how many comic book characters have been created over the years, and their name, like Dr. Otto Octavius?
Yes,
he becomes Dr. Octavius.
That's called alliteration.
Yeah, but that's comics, Being on the nose is comics.
Brazil. You gotta spell it phonetically.
Brazil has a very, I was about ready to say European flavor to it, but it's not European, is it? Oh goodness.
Sure it is. Appropriate. Colonize. No. Oh yeah, that should work. That should start some poop.
No, nobody's paying attention. Nobody sees that. All right, so hold on a second. What is his backstory? Oh, he doesn't have a backstory yet. Sometimes I just create characters and we'll figure it out eventually. And then let's see. Brazil was a great movie with Catherine Hellmond. Scott, are you making a character for the contest? Scott says it also was an all-star French cast mostly. And then Evan says, I don't care for Brazil, but I like that I saw it. And then Scott says, I already did make a character, Evan, and submitted it. Okay, cool. I don't know if I'm going to submit this or anything. That part's not important to me. It's having something to draw is more important.
Benjamin. Oh, sorry, guys. It was equal to trying to pat my tummy and rub my head at the same time. I'm like, I literally told myself, mute this, then scream for your kid's name. I did it in reverse. Sorry.
Cool.
Yeah, Todd's going to know all about that. He's going to do that a lot.
I scream everything in reverse. That's just how life is now.
You don't scream at your kids, do you?
No.
No.
Well,
But he wants to.
They're perfect and precious and can never do anything wrong.
no, I screamed like a banshee at them.
It doesn't help because they don't care.
They start to listen.
No, see, you have girls. All they do is roll their eyes.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. That's the thing about girls. Girls are different from boys. Boys can be scared. Girls, nope. They know they got you. They know they got you, and there's nothing you can do to them.
This is so true. And as far as mothers goes, boys are not scared of their mothers. I don't care what mother tells you they are.
Oh, I was scared of my mother. Oh, to this day, I'm still scared of my mother.
Dude,
Really?
my mom would slap the ever living shit out of me.
There was one time, and my mom remembers this, that we were out. It was in the evening, and we were shopping, and we were at like either the mall or Zayre's or something like that. And I got into trouble, and my mom grabbed me by the back of the neck and says, "When we get home, I'm gonna beat your ass." And I'm like, "Oh shit!" So I got in the car, and I sat in the back seat of the car. I didn't say a word. My mom and dad, they started a conversation. Everything was going great, and I'm sitting there quiet as a mouse, thinking, she's gonna forget. She's gonna forget. And it was a long drive home, and I'm back in the back seat being quiet, and I didn't get any credit for that. I didn't get any credit.
No.
Because as soon as we got home, she said, "Go to your room," and I'm like, "Oh shit!" She didn't forget. She came in with a paddle, and I got it, and I'm like, "Damn!" I didn't get any credit for how well I behaved I was.
No, because it's kind of like that.
Too
It's
late.
like, no, not just that. It's like that. Like when you get like all D's and one B, and you're like, but look at that B. They're like, well, that just shows you can do it. So all you did was show that you could behave yourself.
You chose
well,
not to.
Yeah.
So hell yeah, you got your tail beat. Deserve it. So
I was in the car that entire ride home thinking that my mom was going to forget. Nope.
No. Stupid boy.
Yeah, nope. She did not forget.
You got beat. You got what you had coming.
Oh, I did. Oh, I absolutely did. But I so much thought I was going to get credit for behaving in the car.
Oh no. Foolish boy.
No, no.
Foolish. No, you got to get beat.
But see, that was the thing. My kids got beat all the time too, and one of my sister, they're good kids. My sister said to me one time, she says, "How do you get your kids to be so well behaved?" Well, at home they're crazy idiots, but when out in public and at other people's houses, they were well behaved. And I said, "Well, that's because." And she said, "You don't ever beat them." And I said, "Well, that's because they know I will beat them. That's the whole thing."
Yeah.
You know, it's like I'm not playing. We had an issue when Mike was younger. Is whenever we were at a restaurant, I would say to him, you know, if they misbehave, I'd say, "I'm gonna take you to the bathroom and beat your ass." And at one point, he was doing something. I turned to him. I said, "Mike, do you need to go to the bathroom?" And he looked at me like he was perplexed because he had to actually go pee, but he thought he was in trouble. So he's like, "Yes, no." The look on his face was hilarious because he thought I was asking him, "Do you need to go to the bathroom because I want to beat your butt?" And I was actually asking him, "Do you need to go to the bathroom to go to the bathroom?"
Yeah.
But he was worried that I was going to drag his ass back there and beat his butt. So
What abuse!
I know. But you know what? You know what?
Our last night live streaming because there's a bunch of people at Google right now that are just like, I cannot believe that this.
Do you want to know why?
We do not want these people on our system.
You know why we took him to the bathroom? So your nosy asses didn't see it.
Beat them.
Did you see that? There was a video that a guy posted on Facebook that got a lot of attention. The kid was being bad, and he dragged the kid off into the room and he beat his ass, but he didn't do that part on camera. You could hear the kid yelling and screaming. And then he brought him back out and he sat him in a chair and he shaved his head.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but you heard the kid in the background screaming, but he didn't put it on camera, which, you know, that's a very smart dad.
Yeah, they got kicked off of YouTube.
Yeah, but it's not like he got arrested or nothing.
You can actually blame that family for a lot of the bullshit that we had to go through after that, too.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, they were messed up.
Mm-hmm.
All right, hold on a second. I got to catch up on the chat. Evan and Scott are going crazy here. All right. This is good. Scott, are you making a character? Okay, wait a minute. Yeah. I undid Karen, making Karen Smith. And it says, is it secret or did you just put it in Twitter? I don't think he appreciates our efforts, Scott, says Evan. Oh, I do appreciate your efforts, guys. And then Scott says, Boone won OPF, the 12 peers of Charlemagne cast out of the for not always following his chartered mandate to return relics he was charged to hunt down. Then Scott says, to keep them out of the hands of those who would use them for nefarious means. I really think Scott's really trying to play me here. And then Evan says, ooh, that's a good elevator pitch, Scott. And then Evan says, I'm scared of your mother's too. My mom had that thing, the bulging eyes, where you could see the whites around her eyeball. Because when she got mad, her eyes go, woo, and you're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
It's a scary. My mother, she could do that really well.
Oh, dude, my mom would straight slap me in the face if I did something stupid, dude.
Evan says, I'm going to develop further.
Avery, what did you think of my mother?
Huh?
What did you think of my mother?
Your mother was the best, man.
She's great she was great to us.
Yeah.
But it was hysterical. She was like hell on wheels to Todd.
See, I never understood. Whenever we would go over to Todd's house, she would say something, and I just thought it was her being a sweet lady, and Todd would be rolling his eyes like, "Mother, stop!" It's like, what? She's being nice. What are you doing?
No, you walk into Todd's house, it's like, hi, Avery. Would you like a sandwich? We've got some ham in the fridge. How about something to drink? Blah, blah. Todd! Oh, Avery, hi. I was like,
she would work on a dime.
Yeah, it was a trip, dude.
Well, I understand that. I'm always worried my kids are gonna be like, why is Dad so nice to freaking other kids and he's so mean to us? Because I totally understand it.
Yeah. She would throw Todd out and he'd come stay with me for a couple of days.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
You stayed with me a lot too.
Yeah.
I don't think you were trying to hide from your mother, were you?
No, she threw him out.
She threw me out, dude. She threw me out for like she threw me out for like not doing the dishes. Like it was like, you know, by my senior year, it's like if I looked at her wrong, it was like I was on the curb.
Well, see, she knew you had friends you could go to, so that's why she did that. My parents never threatened to throw me out. So I moved out and I never moved back in. Whereas my sister moved back in several times. So my mom told me one time, says, Andrew, I'm not taking you back. Your wife and your kids can come, but you can't come. I said, okay. That's why my mother-in-law loves me. She'd take me in a heartbeat. My wife's like,
because she got caught in a lie, fool.
No. She does. Well, my mother-in-law and I, we have much more appreciation for each other now in our older years, simply because she's freaking crazy, but she's good crazy.
Yeah.
There's other people in the family who are freaking crazy, but she's
laughing
good
at
crazy. My wife's laughing. She thinks this is funny.
She's full of something.
All right, let me read this. Okay, let's see. Scott said, Evan asks, are you going to develop it further? He says, outside of the contest, I mean, I've been drawing since the other. I haven't been drawing since the other day, taking a break. And Scott says, you should do a stream on. Oh, wait a minute. I actually missed something here. It says, actually, I lost it. It's because I got warned for streaming and showing a picture of a clothed woman and got nudity warning.
What?
Anyway, that's a long story. Yeah. Trying to let the crap Twitter storm die. You should do art streams on DLive or Twitch. DLive is vacant. I was told they weren't at Twitter. I'm reading this quickly because there's a conversation between two people. It's kind of like me being nosy, you know? The art community used to be awesome on DLive. Scott says, I used to be awesome here. Evan says that too. Hey, we are awesome here. God dang it.
We're making art live.
Until they shot themselves in the foot, Scott says. Now, see, he's talking about the other people. He's not talking about us because we didn't shoot ourselves in the foot. You know, what I think's funny is I'm listening to these streams where they're talking about all this drama in Comicsgate, and here I am. sitting over here,
Yep.
just drawing.
I don't know. After last night's stream, I'm still. Well, I wasn't going to leave Comicsgate anyway, but I'm
Well,
still
wait,
Comicsgate.
what happened last night?
Oh man! Anybody catch that last night?
I didn't catch all of it.
Go back and watch it. Did you catch? Did you catch two things? Two highlights. Number one, and only because it came number one,
really quick.
was Kanan.
Oh yes, I heard Kanan's
Whew.
speech.
Wait.
Oh my!
I heard some of it, but
Are you talking about Evans? Ethan's?
Yeah.
Ethan's, yeah.
He called him even.
Even, yeah.
Evans. He mixed even. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's make fun of Todd for a few minutes, okay?
Well, we can't hear him. His microphone isn't to the same level as ours.
All right, well, hold on just a quick second. Let me catch up on the chat, and then we can go on. We can
The
diverge.
microphone is too low?
I swear to God, I'm going to mute his ass or he's going to quit talking over me.
No.
Let's see.
He's not talking over.
Oh,
It's
that's him.
Ah!
Mute him. Scott says, I streamed. Damn it, that's it. I'm muting him. Scott says, I streamed today, but I just babbling, no drawing. The next few days will be interesting, says Evan. He says, I tried to watch, but I couldn't get the live stream to load. Scott says, yeah, that's why I'm not sharing anything new on the Twitter. Totally shared a new drawing every couple of hours. Let's see. Evan says, slow down, Andrew. That's what she said. Scott says, yeah, I just repaired my computer. It was screwing up. Scott says, you are awesome. I know he's talking about me. Evan says, I think that means YouTube as a platform. But anyway, it's actually got to me and nobody. From drawing a million characters, Nevin says, you are awesome, Scott. No. It's Andrew. Andrew. Please learn how to spell my name correctly. Evan. I'm just kidding. You guys are all awesome.
DIC.
We love the chat.
Todd doesn't know he's muted, does
Well,
he?
I'm sure he does. He's probably busy drawing. That's his whole thing.
Okay, so I went to bed and I missed Elliot jump in.
Yeah, I saw
So
Elliot.
I heard
Both Kanan and Elliot were very much on point last night.
that's it. They knocked it out of the park, both of them. I have no problems. Things will work itself out. I'll figure. You know what I mean? It's just like as long as Ethan heard that, I think everybody's figuring out what the issue is. But I was even confused until that moment. Elliot used that analogy, and I was like, "That's a good thing. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right."
What did he say? Like,
Okay, he said when he was a kid, and he was mad at Elliot, and it takes a lot to make Elliot mad, but he breaks out in New York when he's mad. And
He had a beef with a girl.
He liked a girl, but her cousins ended up not liking him or whatever. Chased him into this donut shop, bakery, and they got into it in the bakery. But the owners of the bakery threw them both out. Everyone out. It's like, and if anybody can tell this better, since y'all heard it too, I don't need to. If y'all can tell it better, I'm stuck.
Yeah. And what he was saying is that they got into a scuffle, or they got into a fight in the bakery, and they were messing up the guy's business because he couldn't serve the people that were there. In addition to them, and the guy had every right to kick their asses out and ban them from the store.
And Elliot said, I had my donut. I was a customer, but it didn't matter. Yep. I was part of the problem.
You were part of the beef, and and that's
so. I'm hoping that issues we didn't even know existed was why this blew up, and it was affecting people and smaller creators that were afraid to come forward, and they're like, I'm not going to even try right now because something might happen. And you know what? And I always thought that Comicsgate was supposed to invite people in, like that, didn't matter if they were, this whole thing about Comicsgate adjacent. No, just creators. As long as you don't judge us for our thoughts on Comicsgate, then we're not going to judge you for your beliefs. That's everybody got their own point, but that's basically it. Just create books.
Yep.
Sell hot dogs. Sell donuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I follow the Prophet Zach,
Yep.
Sell hot dogs.
Yeah, they quoted that last night. Elliot did.
Yeah, sell hot dogs, man. Crest toothpaste sells Crest to death row inmates. Sells Crest to the Pope.
You know,
it doesn't matter.
Evan actually said something very, very readable here in the chat. He says,
I don't care who you are. I'll sell you a comic. I'll sell you a piece of art. It's not for me to say anything.
Yeah, Evan says adults don't have enemies, and that kind of rings true a little bit. You know, I remember a time. We used to watch. The kids and I used to watch The Simpsons all the time, and Bart would always refer to that one guy. Who's the guy that goes whatever his name was?
Yeah.
As like his mortal enemy. Or no. The clown guy was his mortal enemy, right? Well, Mike.
I don't know. The clown guy kind of. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know who I'm talking about. And he, Mike was in soccer for a few years. And on his soccer team, there was one kid. He was the bully of the team, and he would always pick on the littler kids. And Mike, of course, was a littler kid, but he wasn't that much littler. He was getting bigger. And he went out to a practice one day, and they went out and they played really hard. And on the way back to the bench, and they were done, the kid came up to Mike and said, "Hey, Mike, you did really good today." And Mike walked over to me. He was like, "Dad, my mortal enemy just said I did a good job." And I'm like, "What?" Because the kid always he tripped him a couple of times, and he was not a team player, and he was a pain in the ass little bratty bully kid. But he actually came up to Mike one day after practice and said, "Hey, you did a really good job." And Mike was just like blown away.
Yeah.
But he said to me, "My mortal enemy gave me a compliment." And I'm like, and I knew exactly where he got the reference from. It was from The Simpsons, and it was probably from the episode we watched the night before or whatever. But it was just, I have never referred to anybody as my mortal enemy. I have ex-brothers-in-law that if I had 100-bullet gun, I would take care of. But
hey, I'll be honest. I have enemies, and it's not because of anything I did. It's they hate me.
Oh yeah. But,
I don't care. I don't mess with them.
Yeah, but you don't go out proclaiming people are your enemies.
Mm-mm. I ain't got time. I don't.
Ain't got time.
Yeah.
All right, here's my character sketch for those of you who've been following along. I'll speed up the video and put it up later, but I think he looks really cool. I like him. He needs a backstory. He needs more clothes, but he's very much a badass looking character.
Cool.
So what are you working on, Todd? Since we're going down the list,
a little Hulk.
Oh, I want to see.
Yeah, let's focus on Todd for a second.
Oh, that's a good sketch, Andrew. Yeah. Oh, dude, you're getting all like Ed McGuinness on that one.
Yeah, I'm totally thinking Ed McGuinness on this one. But
I see you.
Mm-hmm. And then
that's the good thing about our fine art training and your time in animation is you could probably copy almost anyone you wanted to.
Yeah, that's actually not a good thing. I see it now as like it was a great advantage during like an animation career, but like nowadays it's kind of like, well,
Let me catch up on the chat real quick. Hold on. Evan says, "I just suffered a power outage with SSD. Almost lost everything." Oh no. That says, "I'm not taking sides because it's dumb. All from the start." Then this is where Evan says adults don't have enemies, and I was lanced for it. Oh, what happened, Scott? Says, "I don't know. I guess I'm evil, and I draw boobies. Laugh out loud." And then Fearful Moke jumps in. "Hey man, how's it going? I haven't seen you in a while." Says, "Yo, so yeah, my PC is broken." Well, that explains why we haven't seen you in a while. So no video and chat type a lot with. Then now YouTube does not say when people are live. Yeah, that sometimes happens. Scott says, "Yeah, if you have been away a lot has changed." He says, "I like the silhouette guy in the back." Whatever. Yeah. Guys, don't give Todd.
That's very early Mike Mignola.
Give Todd encouragement, okay? Don't give him encouragement, all right? And then Evan says, "Funny story."
That guy in the background. I like
Evan.
that.
Evan says, "Funny story. I forgot the name of the people I was parroting with this account." Oh, that's funny.
The further I push things into the background, the more they look like stick figures. So I was like studying that guy in the background.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like lately, I've had like this thing where like I've been looking at like, old '90s comics, and I really love the tiny little figurines in the background for some reason. Like the smaller the figure, like if you always look at like like Mark Silvestri X-Men, where like all the X-Men would be like this size in a big panel, like. Yeah. For some reason, I love those panels, man. Yeah. I don't know what it is about that.
Because it was all storytelling, and the cool was safe for the cover.
Yeah, and there's something like because it was so small, it had to be more sketchy, and because it was more sketchy, it had more life to it or something.
It was sort of like what Toth would say: boil everything down to its purest essence and draw the hell out of that.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, hold on a second. Scott says, "Stop trying to sound like Malin, Andrew." How am I sounding like Malin?
But thanks for the compliment.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I really don't think my voice is as deep, and he sounds Malin to me sounds like
like he looks.
Yeah, I know. He sounds like a really big, beefed up redneck kind of guy.
That's what he is. That's what he looks like. Even though
that's what
he's not from. You would think he's from like somewhere like Jacksonville, not Michigan or whatever it is.
Yeah. Oh no, Fearful Mook says, yeah, so my first couple of pages on my PC was nearly done for my story, and yeah, it died, and yeah. Oh, that's Fearful Milk. We've all been there before. We have all been there before.
Dropbox.
Bear says hello. Scott says, tell him he's great too. I'm sure he's talking about me. Bear says, hey, Scott. Evan says, sad story. I forgot my own name too. Evan, you need to come on the chat and we'll remind you of who you are because we know you by now. And then Scott says, hi, Bear. And Bear says, hello, people. Scott says, I mean the attitude. Tell him he's good. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I know I'm good. You really don't need to tell me. I already know it, but I appreciate it anyway.
I have to ask your chat a serious question.
All hail me.
I'm almost done with the chat. Let me catch up. Scott says, you don't sound like him as in character actor. Bear says, Scott is just a child is a laid-back artist guy who plays games and does some cool crap. Fearful Milk says, lucky I was able to save some pages. Very good. At least I did my work on paper and not digitally. Been there, done that.
Yeah, really.
Bear says, I described Scott very poorly. XD says. All right, we're all caught up. So, wait a minute. wait a minute. Scott says, all right, here we go. Here's another hidden comment. He says, I'm jerking you around, Andrew. I don't know why that had to be hidden, but
like
jerk, yeah, I guess
it won't let you write jerk in the chat for like jerkmonger and stuff like that too.
Fearful Mick says, oh, and Misfit, I have a challenge for you. All right, Fearful Mick, let me know what you think.
The challenge.
I need to ask Bear if they knew me when I was a kid. Serious question.
Oh, do you think it's your
somebody
brother-in-law? Somebody knows you? Oh, okay.
Bear was my nickname as a kid. Bear is my name. Bear is what my wife calls me. My family calls me.
Evan says pulling files from a hard drive is doable. Yeah, Evan, I had the issue, the problem once where I was working on Cornerstone Book 2, and I had all my files backed up on an external hard drive, and then our house got robbed, and they stole my external hard drive. And luckily, I still had all the art, but I had to rescan, re-letter, and redo the entire book, and that sucked.
I remember that. That was awful.
That sucked ass, but.
Yeah.
Bear says Todd is a 7-foot dude with huge muscles, bigger than Juggernaut and Hulk combined.
Hell yeah!
See what's in his pants?
Yeah. Let me tell you the truth. Todd's a short, fat little Jew.
Whatever, man.
Man, that was good.
Yeah, but I own the media, so.
You remember when? Never mind. I'm gonna leave that one for later. Leave it for later.
That wasn't me being anti-Semitic. That was me being factual.
Yes, Evan
says, that's what I was going to say.
To be fair, I'm only short because you're like 8 feet tall, Avery.
Right.
I'm only 6'3".
Evan says the jerky boys, and then Scott says, jerky, and Evan smiles. Fearful Milk says, not looking at my profile is hard to see anyway, but I will list some features of my OC, and I want to see if you can draw my OC, original character, just by some notes. Okay. Yeah, sure. Send them to me. Let me know. Scott says, Todd Lundgren, I will break you.
Ah!
Says, I quit film because of the fried hard drive. I quit film because of the fried hard drive. Oh, that's sad. And then Bear Best says, Todd is 5'6" with a gut bigger than Santa Claus. Oh,
No, not quite that bad.
he's describing me, not
Andrew?
Todd. Actually, I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
have a gut as Santa Claus. I don't think. I'm not.
Yeah. Speaking as a fellow fat man, yeah, you're pretty fat. I got to get back to the gym. Take this back off.
We all do. Damn it.
Doos.
Mike just shared with me this morning the next Lego minifig release, and I need to find it so I can share it with you guys.
Oh,
It's very
riveting. I can't wait.
I know.
Oh man, Andrew, I tell you what.
This is more fun than Wango Tango.
Yeah.
Wango Tango.
I don't know. I just all of a sudden, about 5 minutes ago,
It's more fun than sounding with a rusty nail file.
There's a woman with a.
Don't Google that.
Looks good.
uh,
I'm gonna have to make a video of this.
too late.
Oh, I don't want to watch somebody's YouTube video. I just want to see the picture. Dang it.
The world was my landmine.
Where did he see the picture? I know he showed me the picture.
I'm trying to do up all these thumbnails, but I can't find my proper script. I got like 10 million. Ugh.
No,
I didn't delete the old ones when I finalized the script, so I've been going off the old script and didn't realize it for a while. So.
Bear says Misfit Cosmic is the Blob. Really? Well, I don't know about that.
Notice Bear ignored my question.
D
I
says,
know, you
Andrew,
know.
I thought you were 5'1" and 350 pounds. Oh, I don't think so. Evan says, this is what happens when you speed through chat, dead air. Oh, I am so sorry, guys.
Yeah, dude. What's wrong with you?
Okay, Fearful Milk says, I'll do it here. Remember, my PC does not work. Anyway, female, cow, humanoid, paranoid, rosin cow. I don't know what that means. Ears. Black, white skin, and hair and tail. Brown cow ears, I meant. Okay.
How now, brown cow?
And then Scott says, speaking of cows, I got a favor. And the only cure is more cowbell. I don't think I have a cowbell sound effect. I'll have to check and see if I can find it.
I looked over to my other screen to see, and I was like, there you go, do it, rock it.
All right, see, now Bear is just getting insulting. He says Andrew is actually 6 foot and weighs 678 pounds.
Don't fear the Reaper. More cowbell.
No, actually, I think I'm 5'5" based on my driver's license. I got to go look. I don't know.
Really?
I don't remember what lie I told them to put on there.
How much do you weigh then?
Oh, probably no more than 240, 250.
In your left pant leg.
No.
And the setup and the... Dude, fuck it. I'll do it live. Damn it. Oh, I can't find this thing. I'll do it live. It's kind of funner to like go, as you're thumbnailing going, I'm changing the script anyway. I'm like,
oh, see, Bear retracted the message. Bear, I already read it out loud, so retracting it makes no difference.
Yeah, it's on the record.
oh,
Right, it's part of the stream.
Permanent record.
Andrew wasn't being serious.
And Fearful Mook says, oh yeah, and cowbell around the neck. Evan says, all our times have come. Here, but now they're gone. Seasons don't fear the reaper, nor do the wind, the sun, or the rain. We can be like they are. And then Fearful Mix says, I'm 5'11". Damn, you're tall. All right. And Scott laughs, and then Bear says, I'm 6 foot and weigh 160.
5'11" is not tall.
Wait, 6 foot and 160 pounds? That's like a skinny stick.
That's like Doug to Naples size.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm 6'3", and when I start getting close to 2, like I'm almost thin at around 240.
Yeah.
Damn tall people.
Evan says, come on, baby, don't fear the Reaper. Baby, take my hand. Don't fear the Reaper. We'll be able to fly. Don't fear the Reaper. Baby, I'm your man. And then Bear says, I retracted your soul.
Baby, can you dig your old man?
Scott says, I'm the height of the meat popsicle.
Yeah.
And Fearful Mix says, so will you draw it live? Yeah, let me draw it Wednesday. I'll take a crack at it Wednesday because I don't have anything interesting to draw then. So you'd look at least 450 pounds in the video, says D. Oh, damn, D. You know what? Since D's going to start slamming on people, I'm going to bring up the fact that Ethan slammed on him.
Uh-oh.
Did you guys hear? He read out one of your comments, and he says, "I totally disagree." And
that wasn't well. That's not a slam. Disagreement's not a slam, dude.
Yeah, but he read out his comment and said, "I totally disagree with him." And I was like, "Oh man."
That's
even though what D said was absolutely true, he just didn't like it.
I don't remember. I heard the comment.
Oh, D said drama brings attention or something like that, and
it can, but sometimes it's not what you want.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Fearful Milk says, my girlfriend's 4'11", so it's really hard to kiss her when she comes to my neck. That's why you got to pick her up, man. You know, that's the whole thing.
Short girls are the best.
Yeah. Evan says, Valentine's is done here, but now they're gone. Romeo and Juliet are together in eternity. Romeo and Juliet, 40,000 men and women every day, like Romeo and Juliet. 40,000 men and women every day. Is this a song?
Oh my God, Andrew!
I don't recognize any of these lyrics.
Don't fear the Reaper.
Oh, okay.
Didn't you bring up the song, Andrew?
Did I? No, that was Avery.
I did, because the cowbell.
Yep.
Andrew.
Bear says, I didn't even mean to retract that. Bear says, stupid.
What you need is more cowboy. I'm going to work on that one.
He says, he made me cry face. Evan says, come on, baby, don't feel the Reaper. Okay, we're going to skip this. Romeo
I hear everyone has their own.
Evan says, love of two is one here, but now they're gone. So that sounds familiar.
It's the song Don't Fear the Reaper.
Then Fearful Mix says, can you repeat that? Didn't you say small girls or trap girls are the best? No. I said, I don't have any opinion on that. Never mind.
I have no opinion.
Scott says, did you just ask if this is a song? What?
Yes, he did. He didn't know.
If you come online, I do a great walk. Says Scott.
How do you spell Toth?
Toth.
Yep.
Oh, really? Oh, that Toth. Yeah, sure. Sorry, guys. I'm half out of it already.
So, guys, I had this file that I downloaded that was a whole bunch of independent comic or something like that. And there was in this
porn. Yes, we know. Keep going.
No. That's not what it was. I found Doug to Naples stuff, and that's great.
Doug to Naples drew porn. What are you trying to do?
Of course,
Andrew. No.
But there is this character. There's this thing. Hold on, I can't get to it.
Is it Debbie does something or other?
No, it's even worse. It's called.
Evan says, "Is this a stream?" Heaven forbid.
Heaven forbid. Is that what you said? Heaven forbid.
I said heaven forbid.
No, it's my thing now. Heaven forbid. Heaven forbid. What was the name of that dang thing?
What did you find that's upsetting you, Kodiak?
It's changed me. It's touched me places that shouldn't be touched. Show me on the doll where it touched you. I'll find it in a minute. Y'all go ahead.
And did it charge extra?
Did you?
Oh.
The question is, did you like it?
I'll get back to you on it. Cherry Pop-Tart. Have you ever heard of it?
Yeah.
See, it's porn.
It is.
That's porn.
Mm-hmm.
It is very much porn. But how I got it in a collection of Catwoman and Batman and all that stuff, I don't know. It's just
it used to be in previews all the time.
All right, hold on a
Wow.
second. Evan says we need a walk-in. Fearful Milk says something in Japanese. Bear says the chat will burn in hell and be as dark as my soul. Bear says, oh yeah, I don't have a soul. Evan says, is this a stream? Avery, are you chiming in on the chat as a guy named Bear?
No.
Oh, okay. Scott says, Bear, are you redhead? And then Bear says, no, I have brown hair. And Scott says, oh, laugh out loud. And then Bear says, black is the best color, matches my soul. Bear says, Scott is being racist. Scott, why are you racist to my hair? Scott says, no, I'm not. Evan says, remember when they used to read the chat? Scott says, laugh out loud. Suck it. All caught up.
wow.
And that was double
Did you,
fingers.
did you just tell someone in your chat to suck it?
No, I was just saying it in general. I wasn't saying it at anybody in specific.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were.
Don't tell your chat to suck it.
I didn't. I absolutely did not. And Fearful Mix says, Misfit,
You're out
is
of Comic Gate. Get out.
is there pornography in the... Wait.
Oh.
Again? You're kicking me out again?
I disavow.
Fearful Milk says, Misfit, is there pornography in the hero universe? I don't mean in the comic. I mean in the universe. And what would the name be in animals? No, I don't believe there's pornography in the hero universe. They're very much sword and sorcery and stuff like that. So
But there
I
is
don't know. Did they have
powers.
porn, sword and sorcery stuff times?
For
No?
porn, see the book Shiro.
Bear says Scott hates people who are brown haired. Scott says, no, I love brown haired people of all cup sizes. Oh, jeez. Bear says, Scott, you good artist, you. And then Evan says, that sounds like sexual harassment to me. Oh my gosh, you guys are destroying my stream this evening. I love it. Make sure you share and hit the like button. All right, we're gonna wrap up real quick. Does anybody want to show what they've been working on? I mean, everybody got to see my. Oh, Ahmed says age restricted.
I was just thumbnailing all streamline.
Let's see what Todd's got going
Yeah,
on.
let me see
Here.
if I can- I just did like a. There you go. I don't know if you focus on me or anything.
Fearful Milk says, can I make a pornographic inside joke for Hero? Oh, good God. Sure, go ahead. Scott says, I shared indeed. Evan says, laugh out loud. And then Bear has one that's being held. It says, Scott is trying to find out people's... Oh, nope, we're not going to put that one up.
It's trying
And then,
to box the
Fearful Milk
briefs.
says, like I don't know, make it rabbits.
Like my edited version there.
# just got here, says Evan. Welcome back, Evan. All right, so we were looking at Todd real quick. Todd, it's now fuzzy and blurry. Why?
Is it blurry?
Yeah, it's blurry.
Oh. How's
You
that?
zoomed in and it blurred.
Sorry, how's that?
That's
Good
great.
start. Good start. All right, Avery, what'd you work on?
I was coloring this.
That is very much an inspired Hulk of what's his face? That dude
Yeah.
that draws.
Ed McGuinness? Yeah.
Yeah, Ed McGuinness. Yeah.
Hey, Todd, you missed this. Avery was showing this picture that he did with a skunk girl with a hero backpack, and he was showing it to people on the auction last night.
Yeah.
And I told Avery, I said, hey, if you need help with the color pattern for the hero doll, just let me know because I'm really good at it. I know what's going on. I know how to shade it and how to color it properly. And if you need any advice, I'm here for you.
Much appreciated.
Yeah, I know.
All right. Who is this Bear character? It's got to be a troll.
I don't know.
And then you asked Avery if he's Bear.
No, I'm not Bear.
But it's funny. He's not coming after me. But it's just like
No, Ahmed says the sketch is sexy. You talking about my Jaguar, Ahmed? Yes, you
He
are.
thinks your sketch is sexy.
Oh, oh, it hurts us.
Oh, that's good.
It hurts us, Precious.
Oh my God.
Puts the
Bear Bear
lotion on
says
the
he's from
skin.
England. And Fearful Milk says, I must know now. Highest. Thinks the sketch is sexy.
Oh, I had an announcement to make to you guys, and you're gonna hate me. You're
All right,
gonna
go ahead.
hate me.
Sure.
I have decided, now
Yeah,
that I have read several, looked at several,
yes,
I have decided that I dislike.
yes.
I have tried. I swear I tried, but I dislike Frank Miller's art.
Frank Miller sucks.
I dislike his current stuff. Absolutely. I think his Sin City and his Dark Knight are fan-freaking-tastic.
The first volume of Sin City is incredible, and Dark Knight is incredible art-wise.
And his Daredevils are incredible.
I got
His-
Ronin, and it was hard to read because it was so distracting. Does that make
Oh,
sense?
Ronin.
I don't like the art in Ronin either.
Okay.
I liked it. I liked it.
There's a weird conundrum, and I still to this day don't really fully understand it. But Brian Stelfreeze told me once, he brought it to my attention. He's like, the best comics creators, like the ones that get all of the praise in terms of writing and storytelling and design, even to the level of art, are the ones that don't draw well. And if you look through history, it's not the Alex Toths, it's not the John Buscema's. You know what I mean?
It's the guys that have the best economy of style.
For being an amazing storyteller, and he is, but that dude, like, his drawings are off the wall. You know, John Buscema was Michelangelo, and his stuff is phenomenal. I get all the essentials basically because it's the best John Buscema collections ever, but he's not in the same regard. And Frank Miller, basically, his earlier works were pretty decent, but he's so pure story that he doesn't totally have to be able to draw well, which is why Andrew's like talented.
Well, I think with Frank Miller, it's age and ability, a dwindling ability that I some of the stuff he puts out now it hurts to look at. But it's because that there's a great artist in there who just can't do it anymore.
Well, he just doesn't care.
Well, that too.
You see how fast he got old though? Like he's suffering from something.
Hey, we all get old. We all get old.
No, I mean he's got something.
Well,
I think he's a cancer survivor.
He looks like a cancer patient. Yes.
Yeah.
I think he's not. Honestly, I think he had cancer treatment. So
that's what he looks like. He looks exactly like a cancer patient.
Yeah, there you go.
That's a lot like how my father looked after chemo and radiation.
All right, let me catch up on the chat real quick so we can start wrapping this up. Ahmed says I meant the lady sketch. When he was saying it looked sexy, I thought he was talking about my sketch. He wasn't. Scott says laugh out loud, and then Evan says I have no room for hatred in my heart. Scott says I can't afford Hero, but I'm buy some of my crappy art so I can. And then Evan says okay, I hate you. Then Bear says black is such a good color. Why isn't it all your soul's black? Talk.
Mine is.
And then Evan says, just kidding. And then Bear says, Todd, I have come to collect your soul. I'm thinking for you, man. I don't understand. I don't know.
You just don't like souls.
Okay. Then Ahmed says, if there's a nudity sketch, it will be age restricted. Well, none of us drew naked sketches, so.
Yeah.
Scott says Bear is a cobbler. He repairs souls. And then
the soul cobbler.
Yeah, Fearful Milk says Bear, how do you have 100 subs with no content?
Yeah, he does too.
Scott says there was no nudity. She had clothes on. Laugh out loud. Bear says I don't repair them. I tear them to shreds. And he says, Fearful, I used to have content, but wanted to stop making content and deleted it because it was garbage. Well, that does explain it. And then Fearful Mix says, and still Misfit doesn't answer, so who would win, Skullgirl or Hero? Oh, I forgot he asked that question. Oh, Hero would kick her. Hero would kick her butt.
Oh, Skunk Girl would win. It's
Oh,
called a bullet to the head.
Yeah, well, Hero has a sword. And then Evan says D Live. Then Evan says Bear, Guy, I, you. Pop Queen 567 says hi. Hey, how's it going?
Hi.
Bear says illustration. Your soul isn't black. Don't lie. I can see it, and it's dumb.
Oh shit!
Oh, it's that, huh?
Bear's just picking a fight tonight, I guess.
Yeah.
Evanston sounds like, and then he says, okay, YouTube hates some combination of those words. Pop Queen says, awesome. I'm sure she's talking about my sketch. Thank you very much. Scott says, I should change my name to my gamer tag. Bear says, Evan Von Scriver. And then Ahmed says, have you heard that John Wick Chapter 3 Parabellum released a Blu-ray steelbook at Target? Come out on September 10th? Yes, I'm aware. They're also doing a steelbook case for the digital copy as well. So then Bear says you, and then Evan Van Scriver says Bear equals DNYO. I have no idea what that means. Bear says little. Scott says, I don't know. Bear says noob. And then Fearful Mick says, I feel like Skunk Girl would win. I mean, how did she get a stuffed version of Hero that looks like the real fur?
Oh, yeah. Dead kangaroo thing.
So you're telling me Skunk Girl won and then stuffed him and made him into a backpack?
Yes.
That's horrible. That's horrible. That's horrible.
Sad but true.
And then Pop Queen 567 says, thank you. All right, guys, we've been at this a little over an hour. Actually, an hour and a half. Goodness gracious. Where did the time go?
We do what we do.
All right, everybody. We're going to wrap this up. Anybody want to promote anything or say anything? No? Okay, good. I didn't want to give you guys any notice anyway. Guys, if you get a chance, go check out Illustration Studio 7.62. That's Avery. He's my fantastic art colorist. Well, he is a fantastic artist as
He's
well.
also your better half.
Artistically speaking.
He's the yin to my yang. He's
yinging your yang. What the hell?
He's the pessimistic to my optimism.
Okay.
You know, that's what he is.
Hope is lost.
And then of course we have Todd. Wait a minute. Evan Von Scriver says sub to Scott and it's hidden. Why is that hidden? Really? All right. Scott says, great stream, Andrew. Oh, thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Sub to my channel. Pops says night. Okay. All right, everybody. We're wrapping up. Thanks a lot. We'll be back on Wednesday. We may give the new system another try this Wednesday, but we'll see. If not, we'll just stop streaming altogether. We'll never stream ever again. So.
Ever.
No, can't do that. All right, everybody. Later.